Good day and welcome to Fides Television, live on Fides Media. I am Dennis Joe, your anchor. This is News Flash, and on this platform, we remain committed to bringing you in-depth and accurate news stories as reported in the Fides newspaper. Let's get started. After this quick break, we will be right back. We are back. Now let's dive straight into the latest news updates for this week. We are committed to the progress of our young ones. Bishop Ezio Kafo receives NAT accreditation team of NMCN for proposed Regina Cheli College of Nursing Sciences, Awka. The story further reads, the Catholic Bishop of Awka, Most Reverend Paulinus Chukwuemeka Ezio Kafo, true to his unique interest in the integral development of the human person, has assured the members of the accreditation team of Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, NMCN, that the Diocese of Awka is intentional about the well-being and development of Nigerian children. This story is continued on page 2 of the Fides newspaper. Unizik student saga, lessons for Gen Zs. You can check out page 16 of the Fides newspaper for more details of the story. Another major story on the front page reads, outrage trails escape of 2 suspected killers of kidnapped lawmakers. Anambra Assembly rejects police reports. Reactions have continued to trail the confirmations by police authorities in Anambra State that 2 persons involved in the kidnap and eventual killing of the member representing Onitsha North 1 constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Justice Azuka, escaped from police custody. This story is also continued on page 2 of the Fides newspaper. Another major story on the front page of the Fides newspaper reads, understanding human trafficking. To get better insights on the concept of human trafficking, you can check out page 13 and 14 of the Fides newspaper. And on page 8 and 9, let heaven be your target. Bishop Ezio Kafo to faithful. ASU commends lecturer assaulted by female students over TikTok video for being calm. Let's look further into the story. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, Nnamdi Azikiwe University Branch, has written to commend Dr. Chukwudi Okoye, a lecturer with the university, who was recently beaten and assaulted by a female student of the university. Okoye, a lecturer in the Department of Theatre and Film Studies, had on the day of the incident excused himself to pass through a hallway where the student was making a TikTok video when she attacked him for disrupting a video. Also, Anambra government suspends 2 health workers for negligence absenteeism. These stories and more can be found on page 7 of the Fides newspaper. On page 4, use your talent for good of humanity. Bishop Ezio Kafo to Christians as per Igwema goes home. The Catholic Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Dr. Paulinus Chukwuemeka Ezio Kafo, has advised Christians to use their talents for good of humanity and for a better society. The Catholic Bishop gave the advice while delivering a homily at the burial mass of Dominic Igwema, a retired Latin language teacher at St. John Bosco Seminary, Isuanyocha. This story can be found on page 4 of the Fides newspaper. On page 10, Anambra government inaugurates Young Farmers Forum to boost food production. Still on the same page, APGA announces recommencement of membership registration, revalidation. The All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, has announced the recommencement of its membership registration and revalidation exercise. A press release by the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Mr. Ejimofo Okpara, said the exercise, which was flagged off on June 1st, 2024, was aimed at strengthening the party's grassroots structure and updating its membership records. These stories and more can be found on page 10 of the Fides newspaper. Now let's take a report from the sports scene. Solution FC beats Akpabio FC 1-0 to maintain home win run. Solution FC of Awka on Saturday, 15 February, beat Godswill Akpabio's FC 1-0 to sustain their impressive home run at the Awka Township Stadium. Valentine Ogo's goal in the 55th minute from a sport kick rebound made the difference to secure the maximum points available for the home team. Details of our sport news can be found on page 5 of the Fides newspaper. Let's have a glimpse of the editorial segment for the week. War against impunity, why we must support Soludo. As the war against criminals and criminal elements in Anambra State rages, it behoves everyone, irrespective of political leaning, to support the state government to permanently drive these hoodlums out of the state. You can check out page 3 of the Fides newspaper for more updates on our editorial this week. We have come to the end of this week's episode of News Flash. Many thanks for watching. For better news updates, please do well to follow us on all our social media handles as showcased on your screen. Also, do not forget to grab a copy of the Fides newspaper this week for your reading pleasure. I'm still your anchor on News Flash, Dennis Joy. See you next time.